Let's keep the high school sports talk going, shall we? Local football teams hitting the practice field over the last couple weeks to get their spring workouts going. We hop into the bus with Marcel Robinson. He takes us on a ride around Clay County to start the spring tour.
We're going on a trip, but not on our favorite rocket ship. We're going to hit the road for our spring football tour. We're heading to schools around the area and checking in with our high school football teams as they get an early start on those fall preparations. We'll hit the Buckman and head on over to Clay County, where the coaching carousel was working overtime. Coaching vacancies turned into some familiar faces in new places. Our first stop, Oakleaf High School. Athletic Director Marcus Miller handled the coaching duties after Frank Garrett stepped down. The Knights went 5-5 with Miller at the interim helm. The Knights haven't made the playoffs since 2018, but they brought in a certified program rebuilder to change that. Enter Christopher Foy. He completely changed the culture on and off the field at Jackson High School, restoring the nightmare on Main Street. Now he heads to Clay County in hopes of bringing a new culture of winning to the Oakleaf Knights.
The goals are set really high. I mean, the goal will always be to make the tournament. We got to make the playoffs, and that's really obtainable. The guys have done everything in the offseason. They're prepared, and I know we're going to get it done. I mean, we got to do well because there's no reason for us not to with this kind of support.
Foy will certainly be missed at his alma mater, but Oakleaf will definitely feel his impact on and off the field. We reported late last year that Damian Springs stepped down as the head coach of the Fleming Island Golden Eagles. Springs spent nearly 7 years as the top dog and made Fleming Island into a consistent powerhouse in the area. Springs led the Golden Eagles to 3 10-win seasons. Springs stepped down after an uncharacteristic 5-4 season last year.
If you want to be on special teams, see Coach afterwards. Coach Sharf, you got anything?
In comes Chad Parker. Speaking of familiar faces crossing counties, after 9 seasons as the top assistant coach at Bartram Trail, the Clay County native returns to Clay County as the head coach of the Fleming Island Golden Eagles. With Darryl Sutherland stepping down as head coach at Bartram, many thought that Parker was next in line for the top headset, myself included. But as fate would have it, Fleming Island became the destination. That being said, don't be surprised if you see a little bit of Bartram at the Rock.
You know, I've always said that if you could take the Bartram Trail culture and mix it with the Fleming Island athletes, it could be something pretty special. So I've been doing that. I've taken everything, and I feel really good. I've been here for 3 months now. I came right after Christmas break. I feel we're ahead of where we need to be right now. It feels different, but I'm getting used to it now.
Parker says that his team is mostly comprised of young talent, which bodes well for anyone that's building a program. Lastly, we'll slide down the road to Kingsley Ave, where it's year 2 for Marcus Wimberly with the Orange Park Raiders. After a disappointing season last year, he's looking to take a big step forward in his sophomore season. He's clearly got the pedigree to do just that. He won a state championship in 2016 up in Memphis, so he's no stranger to success or what it takes to achieve it. The journey begins, and there will be no skipping steps for this rebuild.
You got to have a standard, and you got to stick to the standard no matter what. And if people don't fit in, then, like you said, there's other schools they can go to. It's not going to happen overnight, and that's the thing. Some people just want it to happen overnight, and it's not. It's going to take a couple of years, but we're going to get there step by step, little by little, and they'll come.
It'll be a long road for the Raiders, but Wimberly definitely has the credentials to build the program. After all, as I just mentioned, he's done it before. Should be a fun watch in Clay County. These are just a few of the teams to watch, but one thing is for sure, the pride of being the Kings of Clay lives on, and we'll see who is crowned this upcoming fall. Now, next week, the spring tour is going to head north as we'll slide on over to Nassau County. We'll gas up the bus and make a few stops so you don't have to. In the studio, Marcel Robinson, Action Sports Jax.
Thank you, Marcel. Consensus in the studio says you got to change those profile pictures, Marcel, on your Twitter. That's a logo we haven't used in like 5 years. And that picture of you in the profile picture was like 8 years old, man. We got to change that. Also, go follow Marcel on Twitter. That was the point of this part of the show. But also change those, Marcel. We're yelling at you on TV. That's what we do.
Action Sports Jax Primetime, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.